I know I haven't uploaded in a little bit, but this is a good one, so should be fun. And I will be trying to upload more videos this week, just because I have a little more time right now. Also, real quick before I start, I was thinking about making a Discord, even though I don't really have a lot of subscribers or anything. But if you guys want to comment, I know you don't comment, it's fine. But if you want to comment and let me know if you'd actually join, then I'll make it. Just if you want to ask questions or easy way to contact me when I'm not in game, whatever. But let's go. So I hate Abbey. It's a garbage map. It's the most boring standard 3-lane map. It's like a MOBA map, but worse somehow. There's just no flexibility, no maneuverability. You know, when you think of like Old Steps, for example, which was a good map. You know, there's room to move around, or like Westfield, for example, a map I like when there's no arty. Point being, there's just not really any crossplay between the flanks except for a couple of peaks here and there. It's just boring. And when you get in fights, it's just lanes, you know? There's nothing interesting about the fight lanes. It's just, hey, peek out and take a shot or whatever. So, yeah, this map sucks. But I usually like going 1-2 line. If I'm in a light tank, I'll go 8 line just to spot early, but there's no reason to really push down 8 line most of the time. It's just stupid. It's a single lane, and if they have tanks waiting there, then you kind of get shit on. So 1-2 is a little better. At least there's some room for, you know, maneuverability with 2 lanes instead of 1. I don't usually go to this spot, but because I'm in the Leopard, which is fast, I decided to take this spot because they didn't have anything on their team that should be fast enough to beat me here, except the Batchat. He wasn't going to do it probably. Not quite sure what he's doing over there. I have no idea like what he was getting himself into, and then this Pantera just rolls up behind. Weird play, but Pubby's gonna Pubby. I see this 132 just chilling, waiting, and I'm willing to take the trade to do the damage to him. Now, he gets a little bit of a lucky shot there, but he gets shit on for it, so I'm fine with it. It's a poor play by the light tank. I was just curious where he penned me. So he's a one-shot, and this T49 is peeking aggressively for God knows a reason. Also, I don't know why it's doing that little, like, zoom in, zoom out real quick. Pick up the 132A real quick. I don't know why he thought he could cross. Making sure my ass isn't hanging out. And trying to see if this T49 is going to peek. But he's not. So, I see that our 268 is played ultra aggressively, which is cool. And, you know, it is the tank build for that. Try and take a quick snap, but nothing comes out of it. Now I gotta make sure my ass isn't hanging out to them. So, I'm trying to kind of drive up on the terrain. I saw that the Type 4 was coming up, so I loaded heat, obviously. And right during this like next few seconds where I'm just shooting the Type 4, my gun works perfectly, and that's very rare with the Leopard because this gun usually, I don't know, for .26 accuracy, this gun is incredibly unreliable most of the time. But right now, it's just gonna work perfectly for like 5 shots in a row. And because of the way he's sitting, just like, I don't know what he's doing, I could just sit here and keep, you know, picking away at him without ever worrying about him shooting me. So yeah, the gun worked amazing right there, and I'm able to shit on him. So I see he's one shot, I see the 268 is aggressive, and he dies. So I'm thinking, let me push with this low. Since I had heat loaded, I knew I could overmatch his upper plate. I just forgot to unload it, to be honest, but I'll take it. Our 268 makes a poor play of putting himself between two tanks for no reason whatsoever. I'm not really sure what the thought was there, but whatever. Gets the T54 behind him, so that sucks. Now here is where I make a huge, well, it's not a huge mistake, but I play very poorly. Well, kind of. I bounce the side of an ISM. That makes no sense. Side of his turret. And then I do this instead of auto-aiming, and like I don't know what I'm doing here. And if I made that shot, you'll see at the end. I'm really pissed that I didn't make that shot. It bothered me a lot. But I'm just focusing on this T-54. So this was really stupid of me. I drove in, didn't kill that guy, so I take extra damage, and then I'm taking damage from this T-54, which is just like I'm not playing smart here. And then somehow I bounce that. I don't really get it, but leopard gun gonna leopard gun. And I'm not gonna peek it obviously because I'm a one shot. So real quick, I was doing great, right? Like 3.5k damage, 4k damage sitting over here, only taking one shot, and all I had to do was come around and make sure I didn't aim my shot like an idiot and kill this guy, and then clean up this guy, and maybe the 268 would have stayed alive. Who knows? But this is like a good moment to show that even in extremely good games, sometimes you just play like a retard, and this was that exact moment. I had what, 1700, 1600 health, and now I'm down to 244, which is just, I threw away a ton of health for 2 shots of damage, basically. Should have been 3, but that's just not worth it. So now instead of being able to play aggressive and, you know, maybe make a trade or take a hit, I have to play like a bitch, and you already have to play somewhat like a bitch with the leopard, so, you know, that was dumb. But we see this JP pushing the T-34, and I'm going to try and track him from behind. I'm hoping I can get there, but the leopard feels like kind of sluggish recently. I don't know why. But, you know, he moved a little faster than I was expecting, and I'm able to get that shot on him, but then he moves forward. The low asked me to follow him, but I didn't really want to at that exact moment. And right now, I'm like, okay, the low can tank the shot, and then me and him can kill the JP. Should be good. No problem. And as I'm coming in, I try and track the JP, and the low face hugs him instead of... I don't know what he's doing. But he gets hammer right, which really sucks. I felt kind of bad about that, because I could have helped him, but whatever. Anyway, I know he's on reload, so I'm just going to track... already helps me out there, and we're good to go. Now I'm gonna wait here real quick. I apologize to the low because I felt bad, but you know, I should be unspotted by now. I guess I don't wait, but yeah. So we're gonna, it's right here. This is a tough play, right? So T95, last seen over here. Who knows what the hell he's doing? M4190 was last up here, probably still up there, and then the mod one is at our base, and then RD is somewhere along this line, right? So this is a tough game. T95, as far as I know, is fairly healthy. Mod 1 is pretty healthy, and the M41 I don't know the health of at this point in time. But I have 250 HP, so I'm basically a one-shot no matter what, I think. I don't know the alpha of the Mod 1, but so I decided to make an aggressive play even with low HP, because if I didn't, I don't think we were going to win the game. If I just sat up here or went back to base, I feel like I would have just let our light tank and Artie die, and then nothing would have happened. So I decided to make a very, very aggressive play, risky play, and that is to go find Artie. Because if I get spotted and I'm out in the open, I'm a one-shot for a 261, right? I have no armor. Splashing me is very easy, so I have to be careful of how I play this Artie as well, but I think this is the right play. And now, obviously, I could be wrong. I won't be. But my game could have ended right now. And that would have sucked, but I would have been okay with it. 6k damage, whatever. You know, there's only so much you can do. But I felt like this play would work. And I'm, again, an amazing driver. I load HE because it gives me the opportunity to maybe one-shot the 261 and not take a shotgun from him because, you know, Artie's stupid. But I'm looking for him, and I thought maybe he fell down here, but he's not here. So now I'm kind of confused, right? I'm like, where's this guy? And I catch him here, which I don't know what he was doing. But I double bush, or not really, but he's not going to spot me. The 95 does, though. 480, which kind of sucks, a little higher and would have been good to go. Now, I know the 95 is pushing me, but getting rid of Artie is important, and he won't have an angle on me. So I take the risk of the extra shot. And now I'm going to get the hell out of here before he comes around the corner. If this was like a slightly faster tank destroyer, that was game over for me. But it's a T95, so thankfully that's not an issue. Now I'm going to try and go back and help base, right? Because I can maybe help kill the mod 1 or something like that. And as I'm driving, this guy pops up. And I take my time to aim and snap. You know, like I aimed for half a second maybe, but my leopard gun could have screwed me over. It does it all the time. But right there, because I think he can kill me, and he could have had that, you know, the premium HE or the special HE that the M41 has loaded, I took the risk of not taking a fully aimed shot. So now we've got this T92, who's still alive, which honestly is pretty impressive considering what he's doing. But he's running around in circles baiting this mod 1, which is actually a really great play because I think he saw that I was coming back. I don't know. But this is a great play by him because the mod 1 isn't able to do damage and he's distracted. So I roll up and I use this bush just to be careful. And I spot him. Take a quick little snap there. Or not snap, but quick shot. He doesn't spot me, which leads me to believe his commander's dead. Somehow hit his track. But like I'm only 100, maybe like 250 meters away and not double bushing. So I think his commander is dead, which is really helpful because he could have probably maybe killed me. But he tries to run away. Obviously there was really nowhere for him to go. And we get that kill. So now I'm at 8,000 damage and 6 kills, which is awesome. It's a great game. But we have the issue of the T95 and 2 of us on a one-shot. Now the GW suggests going to cap, but that's a bad idea because the 95 rolls up and just shits on one of us and that's game over. I tell the 92 he probably will need to sacrifice himself. Now that makes me look kind of assholey, but think about it from like a rational perspective, right? He's a one-shot, I'm a one-shot. I have like 3,500 DPM and a high alpha gun with good pen. He has a little shitter gun, like a little baby dick gun, right? It's a terrible gun for this situation. So the right play would be for him to run in and take the shot from the 95, if we're together, obviously, and then for me to double track the 95 and get around him. And that would be the most reliable way to win this engagement. Now, we didn't go together, which means that if he did that, there's no reliable chance that it works. I don't really know what I was doing there. There's no guarantee that it'll work, right? Because we're too far apart. 92's just peeking slightly, being smart. And that's a good play. He didn't just YOLO in like an idiot. And I try and, you know, look around for him. I decide to load heat just in case he's facing frontally. Even one shot of damage could change things, right? So I have no idea where he is, and the 92 puts a question mark, which is exactly what I was thinking. And as I drive down there, I get spotted. So my first thought was, he's here. But he probably would have killed me, because obviously I was lit for 3 seconds before that. So I just sit and wait, because I really don't know where he is. The 92 marks A7, which would make sense if he wasn't up at D8. I don't know how the hell he would get up there in the first place. But I wait underneath this ridge just to let the 92 make his move. And I think the 92 catches him on the way up into that little corner. And he's got his gun facing the wrong way. So once I'm confident he's turned completely to the 92, I go up. Right, and now the smart play for me is not to back off, it's to close the distance. And I'm not doing damage here, but I will take the time to track him just for the sake of if he decides to waste his repair kit, right? But now I have this perfect angle and it's a perma track, and this is an easy GG. He decides to fix and finally start looking at me, but you know, doesn't matter at this point. And yeah, that's a 9.8k game in the Leopard 1, one of the shittiest mediums in the game. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of rare to see me play a Leopard now, at least. I have like 3,000 battles in it. But decided to, you know, take it out for a spin, and this is what happened. Hope you guys enjoyed.